hate normal slime, but this is nasty.
And we're back. Are we back?
Oops, hi.
Yes, we're back.
Oh, we're just rolling all the dice to be back.
That was really good.
That
was good.
Oh, and we're back. All right.
It's because I just dropped it. I didn't roll it.
So
we're at a date for 2/3 of the party.
Darn it. Ugh. My fucking earring. Sorry.
So I think we had kind of gone. So kind of along the waterfront.
Oh wait, we didn't establish what time. We're doing it.
It's kind of like an afternoon into evening kind of a thing, but you know, that kind of a deal. Not like super late because you're 15 and
my mom's already planning on killing me anyways. So.
Yeah.
Well, your brother's with you, so it's not as bad.
I mean, and the brother thing is kind of a little bit weird because he's like he
worse.
keeps expecting like something cool to happen, and he's coming to the
continuously disappointed.
He's coming to the realization that somehow he managed to end up talking himself into a situation where he's chaperoning a bunch of 15-year-olds, and he's considerably less enchanted by this idea as the evening goes on.
Good job, bro.
He's going on.
I mean, I could have.
He doesn't know what Diego is
like,
clearly. No, it's Diego. Emilio.
I was like, who's Diego?
Yeah, sorry, Emilio is clearly is clearly too clever by half for your brother. Your brother doesn't like how quick he is on the comebacks and stuff like that.
What's your brother's name? I forgot.
So as you guys
Jake, I think. Yeah.
Sure. So as you guys are, we need a different picture. We need a afternoon. Hang on.
Darn it, Jamie, you've got this song stuck in my head now.
Sorry. I have one
here we go.
song stuck in my head and it's kind of annoying.
Ours is You'll Be Back from him.
That's such a pretty
Yes.
picture. My thought for this date is like everyone's doing their own separate thing, but then when we go to eat, we would all eat at the same table, like just at one of those giant round.
So
tables.
speaking of the own separate
I'm
things.
like, guys, you have to separate so I can actually get some time alone with Jack.
So speaking of own separate things, so like what? While you guys are kind of doing stuff along the boardwalk, along the waterfront, and stuff like that, like what?
I know what I'm doing.
Me and Colin are playing
brushing
video
my
games.
feet. Sorry.
What do you do? So what are you doing? Because he loves the water,
Yeah.
and it won't take him long to figure out that you do not.
I think
Yeah.
he already kind of knows
Yeah.
she doesn't.
Especially because, like, as we were walking, I was like, if I get touched with water, like, no, it's
I
not
can actually,
phobia.
I can actually turn into water. Is that going to be a problem? Should I not do that?
No.
So from the back, please do.
Jeez, you don't like
Yeah.
that.
She's very-
No, it's fine. It's like just a lot of
water.
hilarious.
I can turn into a lot of water.
Then don't do that.
Okay, I won't do that.
So my guess is he probably would have slowly dragged me to the end of the dock, and we just would sit and talk.
Okay. Do you want to? Is this like a get to know you kind of thing?
Yes.
Like just do all of that kind of
God,
stuff?
I wish.
Aw, that's so cute. You guys are a cute couple.
How could I get your character to?
I
All right.
knew you guys were
Yes.
so good.
I am going to have you pierce the mask in a little bit because that's the easiest way to kind of like mechanize the whole getting to know you thing. Mundane.
Can someone shift my levels?
No.
I mean, it's at a 0, but you know, anything helps. If anybody needs supporting on this, I do. I have a -2 on all of these rolls.
So
that's right.
who's like staying really close? Are one of you guys staying real close to Syl throughout this thing to prevent it from being a complete
Prevent
disaster,
her from
or
having a panic attack?
Well, me and Colin the entire time are playing video games.
I mean, she does have a mental link with us. It's kind
If
of
she
an
needs help,
ongoing.
she can talk.
Colin knows like random
You
trivia
really
of
think Syl is going to ask for date help?
No, but we're gonna be hearing how bad it's going, and we're gonna be like, Syl, stop.
no
Yeah, I guess
abort
I'll
do
just-
not
I'll just
Don't talk about the jack toads. It's creepy.
Syl?
So
That is not what you talk about on a date.
Colin knows, like...
I know.
Like,
I've been dating a boy for like 3 years. So.
Colin knows, like, ridiculous amounts of trivia about literally every video game you guys play. Like, he knows who the creators are, and he knows, like, if there was any drama at the studios.
I feel like he would also know all the patterns for every game. Mm-hmm. So we spend such a long time getting through every level.
Some of them, he's not like, he likes the pattern dancing games and stuff like that.
He's athletic.
Well, for some value of athletic, I don't know if that really counts.
Jack cheats. He phases through and grabs like the coins. Grabs like a handful of coins. Like one of these, right?
You know,
hey, we think super here.
Jack is like, oh my god, Jack is like Zuko and his girlfriend in like when Zuko's dating in Avatar, like that's how Jack is. Like, what do you want to do? I don't know. No, it's not quite like that. But anyway,
not
it's like that episode of SpongeBob. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
That was an episode. I didn't really watch SpongeBob.
So that's what you guys are doing. A lot of video games.
Holding hands.
You go for
we each just hold a hand.
I think what people do for connecting. No, just.
So the ones he doesn't. So the ones he doesn't know very well. He doesn't do the fighting games unless it's like the old school fighting games very much. He's terrible at the driving games. Actually, no, I take that back. He's actually really good at the driving game. There's a certain. So the dancing games, the driving games, the
things like Pac-Man and like Galaga are all.
Not those things. A lot of the ones where he's like, I practice this kind of stuff a lot. So it's like weirdly the shooting ones and stuff. He doesn't like doing them, but he's like good with accuracy stuff and timing.
I would be good at the dancing games.
A lot of timing games, any of the timing games and stuff like that.
Honestly, you could just like shapeshift into something with a bunch of
spider,
and just like tap all the things.
Are you guys trying? Are you guys? Well,
I honestly expect that, and then it just goes, holy shit.
Are you guys trying to like stay on the down low in general though? I mean,
yeah.
Sill's good at being on the down low.
So and then we cut to
sometimes too good.
And then we cut to Sill, where Sill's walking along. And Jack's kind of alongside and is carrying all of the crap that she's winning at the rigged carnival game type stuff that you're not supposed to be able to win, like the ring toss onto the bottles and like all of the physical stuff that you're not supposed to be able to like win. And she goes to all the ones where like the prize is like a really big thing and she wins them. Like she wins the ring toss, she wins the the pop a balloon with darts thing. And so he ends up carrying a bunch of like carnival prizes, kind of a thing.
He's your human.
Give
backpack.
one of them to him.
He's like, okay. Why did you keep picking the stuffed penguins? I don't understand.
It's a long story.
They're for Halcyon. Sorry, they're for Penny.
Okay, all right. So
wait, but doesn't he have like a weird portal thing that he can just put in?
Like, do you need me to carry these around right now, or can we get them later?
Wait, let's get them later.
Okay.
With his powers, couldn't you like put them in another void?
There's like this
and then just like
dimension.
No, he's got this creepy ghost void thing. He just put all the stuffed animals in there for now.
It's just like a giant bag of holding.
Yeah, it's a backpack.
Technically it's inside my soul, but
oh my god.
Whatever.
Please explain.
It's tricky. It's kind of tricky. So, yeah, because you guys are in telepathic link, like you are always talking to your friends, but you don't have to be next to each other. So, you guys end up kind of like how awkward is the awkward silence? How bad does this get?
Well,
well, you guys have to find something in common that you would talk about.
No, because like, aren't you guys already friends? The only thing that is awkward is that you weren't totally clear that it's a date and you were
Yeah.
So what you're really looking
then
for,
when you go off
how could I
separately,
get
he's
your
confused,
character
'cause
to realize this is actually a date?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Kiss him. Kiss him.
You
Kiss
no,
him.
you need to pierce the mask,
Yeah. We're piercing masks left and right.
which is based on.
If it's based on superior, I'm about to. Ooh, oh.
Why would it be based on superior? Just like what? Okay, get ready.
Again, this
Wait.
is why.
Wait, hold on.
This is why.
Aren't we as a team facing a powerful?
No. No. You are facing
know.
a challenge. You are not facing a challenge. Wait, how is it worded?
It's
It's-
I don't know. I
it
would
doesn't
say,
qualify.
I would say
When you
it's
enter battle against a dangerous foe
This
as a
is
team.
a pretty big battle, and that's pretty dangerous. Like, this could ruin our reputation forever, and that's, like,
Jamie,
really dangerous.
I'm gonna need you to hush.
We need more team. I'm trying to help you.
You have 3 team right now to spend to help, but you. Whoa, I see a 6.
Fucking yes!
-2.
Kiss him.
12.
That's still a 10. Can I get your character too?
That's still
Kiss me.
Yeah, how can I get your character? So fast to see the person with age roll plus 1 date on 10 plus on 3!
No, don't do how could I get your character to kiss me?
Well,
How
could
to
you
get
ask
your
the same
character to
question?
realize it's a
Wait,
date.
could you say how could I get your character to ask to realize it's a date, and how could I get your character to kiss? Shh.
You
Is
can
that
ask.
possible?
This is
you
my
can-
role.
you can
I'm just curious. Is
For,
it possible to do?
yes, you can use that same slot. Multiple
Okay.
questions because they're different
Okay.
questions.
What do you want me to do?
Explain what's going on. Like, just kind of catch me up.
Okay. What do you intend to do?
Try not to screw things up. He's nervous too. He's just kind of like, he's goth nervous.
Okay.
So that's a thing.
How could I get your character to realize it's a date?
Wait, what was the first thing you asked?
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do? And how can I get your character to realize? So you're not trying to get influence over him? I'm shocked. Okay.
I don't want influence. I want a second date.
How could I get your character to realize it's a date?
A date.
Admit you were a chicken and that you chickened out at the last second and really were supposed to be in the first place?
Oh, this is beautiful. The stars are aligning.
Child. Like, I feel you, but hush.
I feel you. Now shut up.
I understand your pain. Now shut up.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm kind of tuning everything out, and then I come into the mind conversation for a second when
He's like,
Guys, I
good
think
job,
we gotta
keep
tell-
going, and then
guys, I
go
think
back.
we gotta
yeah,
tell
there's
him
a
it
point
was a date.
where you two, like, for no reason whatsoever, go, yes! Like,
Guys, I
And
think
then
we
both
gotta
our
tell him it was
dates
a
are
date.
just like,
Guys, I
like,
think we gotta
what?
tell him it was supposed to be a date.
Yes! And at that point, we're both like, yes, and then our dates are just like, what?
so where are you when you kind of like, do you pull up somewhere or is this all just while you're walking?
You have
This
to-
is while we're walking.
Oh, I was.
And what do you say? Like, how do you start this bit? What's it start out with?
So it was supposed to be a date.
What do you mean supposed to be? Like
I'm
what?
not good with people. So
No, you're fine.
Oh my god.
I'm not good with people.
I'm
Well, not live people.
well, I was supposed to ask you on a date.
What do you mean supposed to? Did you have a classroom assignment or something?
No, I didn't do it right.
You did fine. I was a little. I mean, it was like a group thing, right?
No, it wasn't supposed to be a group thing.
well, it was. It is a.
Well, I mean, we're here as a
Quadruple
group.
date.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
it was like
I was going to ask you just to be on a date with me, and then I didn't because I got scared, and
Of what?
not going on a date.
What the fuck is going on?
Would you think I was going to say no?
Yeah?
No? I'm not.
My favorite.
You're. I wouldn't have said no. He didn't finish that.
I didn't know that. So
I mean,
I freaked out and asked everybody, and yeah.
So wait, we're all in a big group date thing because you
fucked
didn't.
up.
Because you didn't get. So you just brought everybody, and they all said yes.
Yeah, weirdly enough, they're all kind of desperate for dates, so...
Excuse me?
She would have had this date anyway, even if it weren't.
Yeah, and you guys are like, excuse me? Let me play this cool. I mean, okay. I don't want to...
Sorry.
That's...
It's like the putty.
I mean...
Oh no.
So, you're telling me now, though?
Yeah, because...
Is there some sort of butt coming?
No. I just, yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
I mean, we're fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a... Wait, is it? Does that mean this is a date now or not a date?
We'll just has fucking seizures.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. I want it to happen in real life with like Lainey or Rachel, but it's not gonna happen for so long.
Let's be honest
You guys
here.
are
If I
cracking
asked
me up.
anybody, they would say no, so...
Well, that's because
Well, the thing is that
the people in
Jack
school are
never
jerks.
really said yes to a date.
Well, he is now. Kiss him or be like, do you want to be my boyfriend? Just go straight on.
Yeah, just ask him. You have so much confidence today.
We're winning. He said he wouldn't have said no.
But you already
We're
have,
taking it
you
baby
already have
steps
so much
here.
confidence today.
Marry him tomorrow.
So we're
Yes.
Jesus, you guys are ridiculous.
Get married. Have
So
children.
So
we're
if there
doing
was supposed to be...
Okay, so it's a date. We're on a date. I just stuck all of your stuffed animal things.
You're
in there.
off
So
our little,
if-
mental conversation right now.
If there was possibly
God.
a second
Gosh.
date that was originally a date, would you go again?
Wait, hang on. He's like counting on his finger. Yes. Yes. I think yes. Are you asking me out again?
Sure.
Cool.
Stop.
I mean, I got a lot of stuff I gotta deal with. Oh my God.
She's gone.
Sorry, I just had to scream.
Going out where the sleeping people are at and screaming is not an improvement.
I know. That's why I silently screamed.
Oh my God.
I just...
Okay, while this whole thing is going on, I take her off our mental conversation.
Can I tell you?
And I just yell OMG to her, and then
I'm like, right?
and then Colin's just over there just staring at me like, what is going on?
I'll tell you about screaming one time. I was running a game. This is back in college, and I was running a game, and one of the players faked his character's death
Oh, wow.
in like session. I want to say 15 or something like
Oh,
that.
that's early.
Right? Session 15 or so. Switched to a brand new character, except he didn't. He was a shapeshifter, and he got his sister, who was better at it than he was, to basically psychically convince him he was this other dude. And he created a whole different personality and shapeshifted this dude permanently into this other person, so he could get everybody's trust or whatever. And he played this other guy for 15 sessions, 20 sessions. He played the fake longer than he played the real thing. And then a big fight happened, and he got knocked unconscious and knocked out of this castle tower thing or whatever down in the courtyard. When they rushed down to see if he was okay, it was his original body laying there in the courtyard, like kind of groaning and kind of smoldering still. And his girlfriend at the time, they met during the game and started dating during the game, who he had never told this to. Nobody knew but him and me this whole time. Walked out of the house we were in and let out this blood-curdling scream from the back steps of the house so loud that someone called the police who came to the house to make sure that everybody was okay. Because, honest to God, it sounded like somebody was being killed. And then she walked back in and like punched him on the shoulder and sat back down. It was great. Anyway. Okay.
What are you guys drawing?
So you guys are all...
drawing your date outfit with like a different face with like makeup. It's just the face really. With a bit of
So, alright. I mean, I got a lot of... I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but my family life gets kind of complicated sometimes. But I mean, if you ask a specific thing and I say no, it's just because of a schedule thing. It's not because I don't want to, because I totally do. That'd be cool.
Zachary, you guys think you're dying?
You just pass out right now.
Do that again. That was hilarious.
You guys think Syl's inner mind.
You guys are cracking me up. All right. Are you okay? This is Colin. Are you okay? You look like you're.
I'm having a mental breakdown right now. Oh my god.
Do you want some water?
If you can just like dump some water on my face. Great right now.
Picks you up, just throws you in the.
He just kind of looks at you and says like, "Okay, I'll be back in a second."
Ice water.
Okay.
Everybody gets a kiss this date, otherwise it's not working.
Oh my god,
You can get it easy. Freaking slacker. That was a compliment.
Because Palestine actually loves water.
Yeah, I know, but that's such a
majority
weird
of
request.
life.
Remember, this is a first date for you.
It's the ice bucket challenge.
Sometimes I hate my laugh because it's really annoying.
I'm really annoying in general, so.
Oh, real
You're
quick.
doing fine.
Now that you guys are done talking, we came up with
Oh,
ship
yes.
names.
That's
So
what
for
we were
Silhouette
fangirling
and
about.
Jack, we have Slack.
Yes.
Then obviously for Ember, it's
Quack.
Steam.
It's quack.
You gotta do steam.
Quack.
Steam. And then for Palestine and Colin, it's actually it's based on Colin and Penny. It's Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Pollen.
Pollen.
That's what I said.
I feel like
but-
it should be Quack, because her actual name she would go by as Quinn. She wouldn't be going by her.
Quinn Jack.
That's true.
Quack.
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 It'd be Quack. Steam
It's
Quack
terrible.
and Pollen.
Steam quack. That's not super romantic, but
Steam quack
okay.
and pollen. Steam Quack Pollen.
Yeah, I
Steam
think I like
Quack Pollen.
Pollen.
What is the place that you
then
guys
it's,
get
like,
together
flowers.
for
Like
supper,
Palestine has
dinner?
flowers.
Where do you guys like regather to not reconnoiter? Where do you guys reassemble?
Is your brother gonna be with us for dinner?
I don't know. I don't even know where he is.
Guys, I'm a jet.
Also, before the
No, he's
end
not
of
gonna
the
jet
date,
because he told his mom he wasn't going to.
before the end of the date, we should all go on the Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel.
And then we all at the same exact time have our first kiss.
I've had my first kiss,
Stop
Ooh.
showing off.
but my first kiss with Colin.
On this planet, the first
Yeah.
one on this planet.
First
With
kiss
a
on
real
this
human.
planet with a human.
Humans are weird.
So nighttime. I got nighttime.
Wait,
here.
what does an
Well,
alien
actually-
kiss look like?
Yeah, I was just
Like, is it
thinking
just
about
like-
that.
Let's not
Like
ask.
really close, just bumping heads or something? Because that's how I see it in my head.
There's tentacles involved. It's great.
I remember that background.
Oh, that's so cute. I love
It
that little
is.
restaurant. We have to eat
There was
in the
snow the
outdoor
last time
area.
I saw it.
There was what?
Snow.
Yeah, they did a really good job drawing the
They
snow.
did.
It was really good. I was really.
And then they were like adding it like on the.
Yeah, they drew the snow, like somebody took a white pen and like put it on top of the H and over the building and stuff because it was
Because
snowing.
it was like
That's
snowing
cute.
in like
It was a
July. or
blizzard.
something.
We have to
It
eat
wasn't
in the
July, but-
outdoor area.
Yes.
What's that?
We have to eat in the outdoor area.
That's what I was saying. You do like an outdoor area thing,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know. So you guys are eating, and it's like, hey, can we do the Ferris wheel? Because you see the Ferris wheel is like, now it's all lit up and stuff. It's like, after we get done eating, we should go do the Ferris wheel. Mm-hmm. And the guys are all like, okay. And you guys are all like
yeah. Ferris wheel.
And your brother's girlfriend, like, sees the looks between you guys, and she can, the look that she gives, like, she knows what's up.
She's like.
And he's like, oh, we done. And she's just, shut up.
You do not seem excited about this Ferris wheel.
She's really focused about the drawing thing.
This is very strange with my dad. With my dad.
You're doing very well. Trust me, everything's gonna get a lot more comfortable in a second.
That's concerning.
Not your dad.
That's
So
even worse.
wait, you rolled a 10. So you had you had to pierce the mask. Mm-hmm. What do you want me to? No. What do you intend to do?
What do you want me to do?
And how can I get your character to? Wait, did you get it? Okay, so I think you're pretty well squared away on that.
With my mouth.
Are y'all okay?
No.
So the guys are
oblivious.
Oh, I gotta give
Hold
this.
on, how are we sitting though? Because this matters. Is it like couples sitting next to each other?
Yeah.
Is it like girls on one side,
couples.
boys on one side?
Like across the table. You guys are across the table.
Oh, I imagined like one of those big round tables.
Well, if you're doing an outdoor thing, it's kind of hard to
guess.
do that kind of thing.
So
it's
one
like,
of like
no,
a long
you can do a big
table.
round table though. It's just the guys are kind of
Weird.
Like, is it guys on one side, girls on the other, and then?
yeah. At one point in time, okay, I'll give this one to you because this is good. This is my gift to you. Hang on.
I just imagine Colin and Palestine. They're like trying to hold hands, but they keep
They're
like
both so
interlocking.
Wait, wasn't I
They're,
supposed
like,
to pierce
going
the mask at some
this,
point? Because it was a
doing
get
this,
to know
and they're
both so awkward about
just
it.
can't figure out
thing,
how to
and
hold
then
hands.
I don't know if you needed to or not. I can't think of any.
because all we were doing was just talking.
Yeah, well, that's true. You could do a pierce the mask if you want to kind of like
Get to know you, Sesh.
how could I get you? How could I get your character to whatever, or
Mhm, or
how could I get
gain
influence?
over it?
Yeah, if you want.
Sounds life is so much.
I mean,
Yeah, let's see how that conversation.
On a miss, nothing really happened. So.
Well, that's just because no.
Well,
This is
I might keep
like,
one of them.
what's the
I
word?
don't think she
Oh, I can still do conditions to you. Trust me.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. Like, no instructions of.
Well, see, and this is an
exactly
interesting thing. See,
happens.
now this is something you guys should know about this game because this is an important thing to know.
Mm-hmm.
The general moves, the basic moves. If you look at the moves that are on your sheet, a lot of times the 6 is spelled out. Okay, because there's like a specific time when that can be used. So, like for Sill's reading the files or whatever, if she rolls, then like there's something that's specifically written for a 6. And the reason for that is, partly the reason for it is because it's a very specific situation when this can happen. These things are so broad when they could apply, because you might be assessing the situation for a social thing or maybe for a fight or blah, 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 blah. So they can't really say specifically what's going to go wrong on a 6. So the 6 is sort of left like, it could be anything. So the situation. So they usually don't define the 6s because these things could apply in so many different situations.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't spell out the 6, which makes it my headache.
Mm-hmm.
So it can still go bad. But so how
But hey, then I get to take an advancement, right? So.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Hey, you didn't do a thing. What'd you do?
I don't know.
You should look at
Totally
your.
ignored it.
You should totally level up while you're hanging out with Colin. He'd be like, you start glowing and little sparks come up over your head, and he's like, "Did you just level up?" Because he's a video game nerd. Do you think?
Okay.
That is a 5.
Hey guys, remember
Who's good at this now?
Not doing
that mental connection that we have? If both of you.
Help.
Mm-hmm.
Who's good at this now?
Oh, this is perfect. So this is actually, you guys were talking, but it didn't really seem to have any kind of, because it was out of the dock, and you couldn't quite relax enough to like have a conversation. So he keeps like trying to kind of get the conversation to open up, and you're just
too tense.
I'm not saying you're having a panic attack, but it's close.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're just not in. Take your XP because you're not gonna. I'm not gonna have an ask. And there's a lot of anxiety building up that's above and beyond.
Wait, I already know what advancement I want.
What is that?
Unlock my moment of truth. Right? Because unlocking it isn't using it.
That's not using it. You can keep that thing in your pocket for weeks, months. Mm-hmm. I think Mike was the first one to unlock his moment of truth, and I think the last one to use it.
Yeah.
Which is the book that talks about the other playbooks?
You want there's 2 masks books over there. You want the thicker one.
Are you thinking about changing playbooks?
No,
in West Palisade?
there's a thing in there where it suggests you want the one that's thicker. Is that the one?
That's a 5 advancement.
There's a thing in there where it says like, here's some moves that you might take from another playbook, and that's kind of useful sometimes.
Well, I was thinking it says adopt a human life, take secret identity, and the mask from the Janus playbook. I was just gonna read what those were.
Yeah. The mask is like, it lets you take mundane and some other label and swap it once every session. So you can like, I need to be the freak right now, and Summer does that. And she rocks it because her mask is usually, or mundane's usually at 3, so she's like all comfort and support. Now it's time to fight. She switches it over to freaking danger or freak or something like that. It's just insane. Outsider, it says, you already took the come on lucky. The symbol of authority from the legacy playbook is also kind of it's like being able to give more orders to your people and stuff like that. But yeah, take a look at it. The Janus one's in there. It's all in alphabetical order. Oops. Get this back here a little bit. This is the best. There. Token there.
It's only the water that's freaking me out, okay?
I fixed it. I'm fixing it. Let me fix it.
Yeah. I was like, we're 15. I don't think they could wear it. Oh my gosh. Look at Jack.
He's like, kill me.
Oh. Yeah. That's adorable.
It's not a selfie. When you, it's got to be.
Oh, it's totally Palisade.
Yeah, Palisade took that picture.
Yeah. Jack's just like, please, stop.
So, you're in love, right? Are you totally in love with the picture?
Well, no, I'm just really confused. What is that Colin's hand, and what is he doing?
Yeah, I don't, he's just doing a thing.
He's doing this.
I was just like,
Yeah.
really.
I know, I was confused at first. I was trying to figure out what that was.
Yeah. So there's your boys
That is so cute. I love it.
doing a thing. Get in closer. Put your hands on each other. All right. So you're coming back from the. This was earlier in the day. This picture. So you're coming back from the docks, and Diego's been trying. Really been
Diego.
trying. God damn it, Emilio! Why did I keep saying Diego?
I don't know.
Oh, I know why. It's there's this old TV show called The Tick, and one of the characters in there had and he always had like Batmanuel. His name was Batmanuel because he was like a Batman character, but he was and they called him Batmanuel. And his phone would ring all the time, and it would play like La Cucaracha, and he would pick it up and say, "Hello, hola." Ah, Diego, how's your sister? And it was like, that was every single time he did it, and it just became his thing. And I don't know, for some reason Emilio. Sorry. It's Emilio, his family nicknames him Emilio, blah, 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 blah. Carrying on. Right. So, these guys. And you're walking back from the thing, and you're kind of shook because the water. Diego hasn't been God damn it, Emilio hasn't been happy. I'm going to get better at that, I swear. Emilio hasn't, he's been trying, but it's not really happening. You're a little bit jittery.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you get like really, really nervous or jittery and your fingers kind of get numb?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cold?
Yeah.
So kind of that's kind of happening. And
Apologize now.
And
so you guys have already
one
been...
thing that happens as like a nervous tic that sort of started happening was a little flame lights up on my like pinky finger.
Okay.
And I can't like snub it out.
I like that.
Fix it, please.
So you guys have kind of organized...
So like at this point, I think they would know that as a sign of like, oof, you know.
Well, you're
like,
you're picking up from the second thing. She's gotten really quiet, and you're picking up a lot of so stress on the thing. You guys are sort of at the outside cafe thing, waiting, and she's kind of walking down the sidewalk towards you guys, like kind of like this, like kind of all like wrapped up kind of thing. Diego's looking nervous, looking kind of... God damn it! Ugh! Emilio, God dang it, that's pissing me off. Emilio's kind of like trying to talk. He actually kind of like shoots you guys a look like, I don't know what...
Can I get in her head real quick?
You're not really facing that way because you don't need to.
We're still on the link, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of, I think, at this point, a thing that we can't really shut off. Because I feel like if we shut it off, we would feel like our mind would just be super empty and it'd be really awkward. Like, even if we, like, I think of it as, like, a volume thing. Even if we turn it down almost to mute, we still, like, kind of hear each other.
Still? Well,
Ember.
you'd have... she's got to be up for it, but that's
Ember, you need to take a chill pill. Because you
So-
are on a date, and now I'm on a date. Penny's on a date.
So, she's not having a nervous reaction. She's actually physically cold.
What?
Assess the situation.
Yeah. It's not good. This no good. This is superior. Assess the situation. When you assess a situation, roll plus superior. And 10 plus attitude.
See a 6?
I love it.
Yes!
What here is in the greatest danger?
Palestine. Or, Ember.
Oh, I was like, what me?
Something is here. Something is actually making her cold. Something is coming. Something
What
super
here is
bad.
the biggest threat?
That would be...
Wait, are we gonna have like a fight with our boyfriends? Because that's gonna be like just... Like, they're on our side and stuff.
I'm just saying,
Like-
none of them actually are boyfriends yet.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow!
I don't know what that is, but it looks
Holy
really cool.
mother of God!
Please tell me that's
Literally.
not the thing that I like.
Woke up down in the jungle? Yeah, it totally is.
Hey, she's
It's
cute.
fun.
I
That's
like
a-
her hair.
It's actually a really cool picture.
It is.
Palestine, I'm telling Syl this because... So this thing kind of walks out of a hole in space. In the air above... This is about to scale. So she's about 10, 15 feet above the ground.
Oh, wow.
And about 20 feet tall.
We didn't even get to go on the Ferris wheel.
I'm kissing Jack before I die.
And these kind of strippy, kind of flat things that are like sort of trailing off of her back in a wing-like fashion.
Jamie,
You remember being stabbed by those?
your brother's dream came true.
Yep.
What?
Her brother's dream came true.
'Cause he was
He's
all
in a
like-
battle.
Because he was like, I'm going on a, like, mission
So-
thing.
You are facing kind of away from them because you're not really... You don't need to necessarily be facing them.
I'm guessing, hold on. I'm
Jack
guessing
is looking
some-
back. Jack is looking back over Syl's shoulder at you guys.
I'm guessing from.
Wait, I still have another question.
Wait, I'm guessing from this actually coming off, I'm like not just
How?
cold, but I'm like shutting off.
How could we best end this quickly?
We have to go on the Ferris wheel.
As I said, like you were having like these weird like anxiety attacks. Here's the thing: you were having these weird anxiety attacks. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just the water; it was
something else.
It was this entity. You could feel it getting closer. Okay, so Jack is, I don't know who would even see this, but we're gonna see it in the panel. He's like looking over her over Syl's shoulder at this as she kind of comes out of the space, and his eyes kind of widen for a second, and then Nara goes, "Okay," and he reaches over and he grabs your brother and her girlfriend. And he goes, "Sorry guys," and he throws them through a hole in space. Like he kind of whips them at the street, and they're like, "What are you?" Ah! He goes, "Okay." All right.
Thanks, Jack.
How can we best end this quickly?
Killer.
Okay.
I don't know what she is.
So what was the first question you asked?
The first question I asked
Who here is in the most danger?
who here is in the greatest danger? That's Ember.
That's Ember.
What here's the biggest threat? That thing. How could we best end this quickly?
Wait, so now she gets a +1 forward on saving me? ?
She get a +1 forward on like a defend roll or something like that having to do it. So yeah, things.
And then +1 forward against her.
Against her on some thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to. Eats bubble level.
All I wanted was like a good meal, but
You know.
Just life has to happen.
And life for you guys means this
That's
psycho.
Yep.
Oh, that picture makes her look more terrifying without the pretty background.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, let's focus down.
Those are the things that impaled me last time. It was great.
And
I
that's
still
super.
have like probably a scar or two, just like here or like here.
As long as they're not in view.
Or even it could be here. I don't know what happened here, but like I noticed that I like.
Like, what the?
I think it was when my dog like scratched me. It hurt.
Okay, so how do we best end this quickly? Get Ember out of here.
Wait, am I attracting it?
Get Ember out of here.
Throw her in the hole with your brother.
Get Ember out of here in some way this thing can't track.
Well, she came through a hole.
That's your best bet because So
putting her in my ship. The thing would find
What did
her
you say?
in my ship.
I said ship?
Oh.
The thing would be able to find her.
Yeah, in the ship.
My question is what is Emilio doing at this point? Like, is he oblivious or like?
You two haven't realized what's going on because he's still kind of focusing on you, and you're just kind of like
You guys are...
in a thing. You're kind of like in a spiral. Although you're starting to pick up the alarm off of this thing, but you haven't quite done. Palestine hasn't really necessarily done anything. Colin does this thing. You know the double ear thing that girls will do with their hair?
Yeah.
Like the double tuck?
Double tuck.
The double tuck? He kind of does that with his glasses, but they kind of they turn into goggles and this other thing kind of flips up off of the thing. He doesn't do the full
What are his powers?
We don't know. What?
I'll tell you.
Oh, he's a mathlete. Forgot.
He's an athlete.
I thought you were like doing something.
Do I have a Colin? I think I have a Colin page. Hang on. Let me see if I can mouse. Over. Oh no, what did I do?
I have no idea.
Go away, I don't want that.
I love how in that picture you guys are both just staring at each other like,
Kind of giving each other like side eye. It's great. Coming back in. Coming in hot. All right. Plus. Type in RAND. Okay. What's that say? Random average?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Type a slash. And I think. What's that say there?
Masks EG.
That's what I want. And I want to go to.
Colin.
Where's that? Is that Colin?
Nope. Nope. Yep.
Ooh.
He doesn't get the suit, but you get kind of like the goggle ear thing.
Oh, this is getting so good. I love this.
So he does that thing. Diego, fucking hell! I'm sorry, I shouldn't be swearing, but my God, that's pissing me off. Emilio, what's that?
What?
I'm gonna tattoo this shit on my forehead.
That would be so funny. I would pay you like
Amelia.
$1,000.
No, it'd be more than that.
But I
Okay,
don't have any
Emilio's noticing that you guys are doing stuff, but like he looks up as Jack is like tossing your brother through a portal, and it's like, and you know, Colin's like doing the thing,
And like Ember's, or not Ember, but like Silhouette's kind of like perk up thing.
well, yeah, Syl's
Like
gotten taught. So that's the answer.
She's doing like this thing.
Getting Ember clear is so Colin.
Priority number 1.
Colin's
What's
got-
happening to me at this point? Like, how much am I like falling to the ground, and how much am I just like?
It's not.
Like-
It's probably not fatal. You're fine.
No,
You're
I
getting
just. I mean, on a scale of fine
She just
to
came.
falling to the ground.
She just came
like,
through, so you're kind of like
You're still fine.
you're. The chill has intensified to the point where you realize that you're like actually having like a hypothermic reaction kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Told you. Yeah.
The spots where this thing got you before are like super cold. I don't know. Have you ever? Now this is gonna be pretty far inside nerddom, but did you ever actually read The Lord of the Rings?
No.
Okay, so there's a bit in there where they talk about like when Frodo. Have you seen the movies? So when Frodo gets stabbed up on Weathertop early on in the first movie, and he gets stabbed, that spot, whenever the Nazgul are around, like that spot gets like intensely like painful and cold, because there's still. Eventually they get the sliver out, but just where he's been stabbed, and it hurts him for the rest of his life. But whenever they're around, it gets really, really cold, and it's kind of like that, like the two places where it got you before.
I will mention something.
So you know something's
just for
wrong.
like future stuff. That I noticed that most of I guess you could say warmth comes from my like chest. So like it'd be like if I got like hit there with a lot of cold, it'd almost be like as if like my fire like went out for a little bit.
Fine, you're not. He's not gonna kill you.
I said for future reference. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a girl, not
He's
a
not
he.
gonna kill you.
It's
When I say he, I mean Dad. He's not gonna kill
it's an entity. It has a female form. It has been worshipped as a
She's
female.
really pretty hair.
It has
I want to
been
know what kind of conditioner she uses.
It has been worshipped as a female in the past, certainly. It's Papa Paddle. It's Papa. I'm gonna mispronounce it. I need to check. But anyway. So yeah, getting her way. Portals might work. You've heard the story of how Emilio got the two of them off the island. Getting her well underwater might make it hard for her to be tracked because all the cold in the way. So that might slow her down. But that's not if this thing sees where she went. But getting under. So, but getting her away is the fastest way to end things quickly.
I'll swim if
Ember,
I have
you
to.
got
I just
to
don't like
get GTFO.
You're probably
Now.
not really able to swim right
At this
now.
moment,
Yeah.
probably
So
not.
this thing, yeah.
And
this,
you don't want to touch water,
so
especially now that
this
you're
thing's,
freezing.
I'm going to call them wing tentacles. They're not. I mean, I don't want to say tentacles because that sounds wrong. They're not. They're super thin and wavy.
Wing blades.
They're like
Yeah.
blades, kind of.
Like really thin blades.
You know the angel dude in Heroes of the Storm who has like the weird glowy like straps coming off of his back for wings.
Straps.
They're kind of like that. Straps, sure, the wing straps. Bandages, things, a thin little thing, and they're actually in this case like sort of that. But anyway,
Okay, after
they're kind of reaching for Ember.
Amber, you might want to hurry your ass
What do
up
you
and
do?
get out of here.
Halcyon, what do you do?
Wait, can I say something over the mind control thing first?
What?
Mind control thing. It's worrisome.
Not mind control, telepath thing.
Well, so Syl says something like, you need to get going. You still haven't figured out what the hell she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you haven't actually figured
She's
out.
so urgent about it, though. Syl's like, you need to now.
Oh my gosh. I have influence over the whole student body. I could tell her boyfriend to bring her underwater. Need to listen, because I have
Yeah, he would.
influence over him.
So this thing, 20 feet tall, hovering in the air, stepping out of space, as soon as they come out, is reaching with the straps for
Ember, you should
Ember.
be running.
What do you do?
Scream at him.
Ember.
Who, Diego?
Oh my god.
Emilio? God damn it!
Dad, you made me mess up my line.
Apparently, he really
Look,
looks
just-
like a Diego to me.
Just think of it as like
Emilio.
our names both start with
Riptide.
E's.
Riptide.
Yeah, sure. Think of it like
Riptide.
that.
Yeah.
What are you shouting
Scream
at?
at Riptide. Get her underwater.
Without being seen.
That's going to be difficult. Okay, so you need to provoke.
You might want to be
Because
more
you're
like
you're giving orders. I mean, you have influence, which lets you do a provoke on him, but so you need to roll a plus superior.
Oh, that's my superior.
Now, here's the thing. Now, this is a thing.
-1.
This is yes, but you get a +1 to your roll, so that balances out. Because if you have influence,
Right.
it gives you a bonus on those kinds of rolls. So the influence gives you a +1 that at least negates the negative. So you can at least roll and try to do something.
10.
Nice.
Nice. NPCs, they rise to the bait and do what you want. What specifically did you tell them to do? Get her under the water?
Get her in the water safely and without being seen.
Okay. Syl. So this thing in the air behind Ember that Ember doesn't realize is there yet
Ember, you
is
are-
reaching. Just shouting at other people is not going to do this. That's what I'm trying to say. Telling her to move is not. If it was up to her to fix this problem, I'd be asking her what she's going to do.
Yeah.
You're the one who knows what's going on right now. You and Palestine. Palestine has done what she's going to do. What are you doing? Because this thing is about to grab her.
Do what? What's his
Right
name?
across the face.
Okay.
Jack, give me a boost.
Do what
Well-
what's his face wants you to do and sacrifice yourself
Oh.
for the team.
So what do you have and Jack do?
Give me a boost.
What does that mean?
Well, he either know or he won't.
Just throws you up in the air.
Well, here's the thing. Jack's playbook automatically has supernatural strength built in before any other abilities come into it. and faster than normal speed. You can actually build a speedster with his playbook, although it isn't the most obvious way to do it. You can have a speedster be his playbook. That's not what he is, but they do get a little bit of strength and speed. And you can interpret it that way if you want to, which is kind of fun because it'd be fun to do a speedster this way. Anyway,
Jack, give me a boost.
You sure?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
sure as I'm gonna be.
Why are you kicking her? That's such a...
Wait, you're kicking the lady, right?
Not
Not me.
across face.
Just like kicked me. Oops, sorry,
She's not
miss.
a person. She's an entity.
Yes.
Yeet.
Just like actually kicks Ember instead. Oh, that was totally an accident.
I don't want to die.
Here's the thing: you can't directly engage her.
I can't. What do you mean?
The situation being what it is, she can't actually be directly engaged.
What? It's not fair.
Make a triangle.
Why are y'all touching me with your feet?
We're making a triangle.
I don't want.
We'll just make a weird
All
skinny
right.
bread.
First thing you got to do. First thing you have to do is unleash your powers.
Okay.
That's to overcome the obstacle that I'm talking about here.
When you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll plus freak. My freak is a 0, so it's just a straight up roll.
Yep. You can use the team points for this if you're trying to get to a thing.
6.
That's a good roll.
9.
All right. So
Guaranteed to push it up to
unstable or temporary,
Wait.
or take a condition to overcome the obstacle.
I'm gonna take your condition.
So, wait, I can't directly engage her. So
No,
what
listen.
am I
You are
doing?
overcoming the obstacle of I can't directly engage her.
Ah.
You are using your tactical knowledge, your detective abilities, your ridiculous fighting skills, combining all of those two to figure out a way to hurt her when you shouldn't be able to hurt her. Okay? The question is it unstable or temporary, or do you take a condition to do
I'm
this?
gonna take condition.
What do you?
Yes.
So here's
What
the.
are you doing?
So
No,
here's the.
Okay.
Put that down for now, okay?
I
Please,
am.
just put it down for now.
I am.
All right, so I'll tell you what you need to do to be able to affect her in this instance, and you can tell me whether it makes sense for you to take a condition or for it to be temporary.
Okay.
All right? You're having Jack grab you and throw you at it, okay? And you tell Palacine through the link, hit her through me when I come in contact with her.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hit her with your brain when I hit her with my foot. Basically. So, yeah, basically mind blast through her foot. So, because physically, she's not physical, so being able to hurt her right now is not
Yeah.
in the cards unless you change up the game. So this is what you're doing. You're overcoming this obstacle by doing the directly engage.
Yeah.
By doing the thing.
Sorry.
What's your danger at?
A danger? A danger's at a +1.
What's your danger at?
I think -1.
Mine's at a
Yeah.
+3.
Well, no one cares right now. You're like going into.
Nobody cares right now. You're
shock.
useless.
No, she can totally be dangerous. It's just that's not the way to solve this
Not-
problem
not
quickly.
Definitely
situation.
not. Because, you know, how well that worked out last time.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's trying to find you. I want the delicious heat. I need to get stronger.
Okay.
So
Not expecting
that was your overcome. Do you want it to be where you take a condition kind of from the craziness of this activity? Or it's unstable or temporary because you guys are sort of winging this thing in the middle of the fight? I can see a very legitimate argument for either one of these things.
I think I would want to take a condition.
Yeah. Woo.
Okay, so it's not. So that would be as long as you guys keep doing this, working together, it'll continue to happen. But you're going to take a condition going into it. So what's the condition that you take from being the conduit for her psychic blast through your body?
Afraid. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about this.
You don't want it to. I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, tactically,
I don't want a -2 to directly engage. Thank you.
Well, I actually don't really feel like you would be that afraid of this.
Yeah.
You could,
Angry.
you could
Sure.
also make an
I
argument
was having my date. We were all doing fine, and then this bitch shows up.
Again, my fault. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, if you think this
Ember, why do you
lose
ruin everything?
Yeah, we're gonna be riding the wave of lose terrible control of your powers for
so long.
Quite a
I
while.
love it.
and then hers, and then yours, and then hers, and then yours, and then hers.
I think I've already pierced the mask.
But
All
I'm
right.
gonna be losing my powers in a terrible way. No, I'm not.
Okay,
I don't know.
so
We'll see.
you take angry. So this is just going to continue to work as a way to engage, and now you need to roll directly engage because you're flying through the air. And Palestine's like,
Alright, directly
"Okay."
engage. When you directly engage your threat,
turn around and watch her like, bleh. All right.
I'm rolling danger, by the way. 7.
Okay. That's a 7. It's fine.
It's dangerous.
And you can't push it high enough to get to a 10 anyway, because you. So on directly engage with a 7, you pick one.
Pick one.
You can resist or avoid their blows.
You know, creating an opportunity.
Take
for
something
your
from
allies
them.
might be a good
Create an
idea.
opportunity from your allies.
I want to create an opportunity for my allies for Ember to GTFO.
That's a good idea.
Okay. You realize that's going to be not resisting or avoiding their blows.
Yeah.
All right, take a powerful blow.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. This is like super heroic stuff.
Oh, yeah! Oh, what is this?
These are our official take.
Plus condition, so I'm getting a +1 on this.
Sorry.
That's not what I want.
5, 6, 7.
7.
Hey, that's a 7 and
Take a
9.
powerful blow. On a 7 to 9, choose
terrible.
1.
You could lash out at me, honestly.
Struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions.
Why'd you have to ruin everything, Ember?
I'm struggling
I was
past
about
the
to
pain
get
and
shit.
marking 2 conditions because... Oh,
Wow.
wait, maybe, wait, but... If I use my move, I can do this all day.
No. That wouldn't come up at this point. It needs to be remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, whatever, or a thing that would, or you taking enough, and you didn't roll badly enough for that.
Yeah.
So it's either these are the 2 times that this would come up. I'm going to be taken out by this thing, I flee, pass out thing, or I take the option where I take 2 conditions, and that would be enough to take me out too. And instead of taking those 2, so those are anything that would take, or you, theoretically, if you lose control of your powers in a terrible way, and it's because you're overwhelmed by all the sensory data, and you just kind of clutch your head and whatever, and you could ignore that too. But
I think I'm just gonna struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
yeah,
Thank you.
there's a
Quinn.
point.
Yeah,
There's a
this
point
is
with
good.
your. This isn't I hate you. This is a bonding moment. I mean, come on. You're throwing yourselves into this. Okay, so you should dodge. You've been taught over and over and over again. Stick and move. Stick and then freaking move. You don't move. You let it happen because that's going to keep you in. So you actually kind of grab
force
this thing
myself to
somehow. Somehow you find something to grab.
It's the hair.
Well, the strap.
Don't flaunt your hair so
Well, no.
much.
See, what you do is you let this
Use
thing.
worse conditioner.
You have a theory about this because Ember's told you about some of how this fight went down and what happened, and if you let it come in contact with you, that means it has to be physical. So when these strips hit you, you grab them and hold on and start yanking and stuff. Now it hurts. It hurts like a mother, but you're in its
Physical
face.
means physical, bitch.
And because you're in his
Jack's just
face,
that's my girl.
Shut up.
it's because you're in its face, it loses it. That's how you kind of buy time for it to lose track of
Ember.
Yeah, give it the opportunity. So you take 2 conditions. What conditions do you take now?
I have to take 2. So I'm going to take insecure, because once again, training doesn't work.
Well,
I'm forgetting stuff. I think
you. I don't know that so much. You didn't so much forget as like purposely ignore it because you needed to take the hit.
And then I'm feeling a little guilty, cause I dragged Ember out on this date, and if she hadn't come with me, she would still be safe.
That's debatable.
That's how she's feeling at the moment.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably be in more danger, and not because of this thing. But I would have been home, and
I'm
my mom
telling
would
you how
like,
Syl is feeling right now.
Yeah, I know.
I could give you. You could certainly go for hopeless too, and I wouldn't argue about it. All right. I will give you a move here in a second.
Okay.
Pass out. Why am I?
You have the ability to move. Like you actually have that thing, but it's based on your heat powers, which is you have to burn first.
And I don't feel like I would be able to burn right now. Just like because that's me like
okay, it's not that bad.
Once you realize what's going on, the thing is, up until this point in time, your whole mindset is this is me spiraling from being out near the water and not knowing what to do with Melio and like it's you've been thinking it's all just you. It's external. Now I can be pissed about something instead of being disappointed in myself. I can be angry at somebody else. That's so much more productive. Well, okay, not productive, useful. Palestine though, what do you do? So you like blast through her, but now what?
No idea. She told me to do that.
Okay, so she's grappling. She's grappling with this thing. Like, okay, let me get back up here.
Right. You grab her feet.
Oh, well, okay. The problem is with this thing primarily is that it's not largely physical, and the only way that Syl's been able to interact with it physically is by kind of being a conduit for a psychic attack, or waiting until it hit her, and then hitting it back. You're a telepath. Mind blast it. Or something. I don't know. That's one option. You could help provide cover for Melio and Ember to get away?
Right, because we don't want her knowing where they went.
Right, so you can like do the whole kind of mind cloud, mind blast, sort of provide cover in that fashion, like a big noisy, not necessarily even effective attack, but something that gives them the opportunity.
Right.
In that case, you want to roll defend, because you're defending Ember.
Check for conditions. Check on conditions
and
for
look
that.
for conditions.
Do you have conditions?
No conditions, 0 for Savior.
Yep. So you're rolling Savior to try to defend.
Straight up roll. Got this.
Holy shit!
Boxcars.
You guys, man. So describe to me like what kind of psychic imagery are you throwing at this thing to keep it like. What is
my emotional drama? Take it.
She's like this dark thing. I'm just throwing pictures, like she just sees bright colors with like flowers and puppies and rainbows and just every exciting thing.
And rubber ducks.
It's like a psychic.
And rubber ducks.
It's like a psychic glitter.
Every once in a while, there's a picture of Colin, Mr. Brick.
What was the name of the Lego world in like the first Lego movie that was all like rainbows and like Duplo blocks?
With Rainbow
Cloud
Kitty, the kitty
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Who was the Luna Lovegood equivalent? Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Cloud Cuckoo.
Because
Yeah.
it was a
You
Cuckoo
basically
Land
do like a
character.
psychic attack of Cloud
Did you guys
Cuckoo
know
Land.
Luna Lovegood's technically called a Cuckoo Land character? They're actual things
Who's
in
that?
like normal books.
Who's that?
Luna Lovegood. It's from Harry Potter.
All right.
Have you not reached the part of Luna Lovegood yet?
I don't think so.
When you defend someone or something,
I don't know.
when you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, roll Savior. On a 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait. Shh. It does not cost you. You don't expose yourself for danger or escalate the situation. You can add team to the pool, take influence over the person you protect, or clear a condition.
situations.
You could take influence over Emilio.
Don't
You already
escalate-
have influence over him. He's part of the student body.
Don't escalate the situation.
Yeah, I have influence over both the
We only
add-
have two.
So add team to the pool.
I would add
Yeah.
team, yeah.
Yeah.
team. Yay.
Yes.
Is it my turn yet?
Okay, you're
Yeah,
not allowed
what
to
are you gonna
ruin
do?
this crap.
Okay.
You could burn and move.
I'm going to burn and move.
So give me the
But
burn.
what
roll.
I'm gonna do.
Punch.
Okay, here. I'll just burn first. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I only take one condition. Angry.
Afraid.
Oh, fine.
Afraid.
Ugh. I
Take
guess.
afraid. You're freaking terrified.
And then
I don't like that. I guess hair flip.
I'm gonna do move, but I'm gonna grab onto Emilio. And this is probably a really bad idea. But I'm gonna do it
Okay.
anyways. Because I heard them and they were like, move her to the water. So
Please don't let me drown.
yeah, that's kind of, but I'm not telling him any of this because I imagine at this point it's kind of hard to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, okay. And then we move to like
I am trusting
in
you.
the middle of not the middle of the ocean.
Well, you
like-
can't teleport. I mean, you're not teleporting.
I know, but it's like.
You're flying like comet fast.
Mhm.
You know, so you like blast down
But,
into
like,
the water
and
and
then
just say,
just,
"Okay,
like-
catch me."
And then just like drop into the water. Like, yeah.
So you blast out as far as you can, and then just sort of drop and say,
Catch me.
"Catch me."
Oh!
That's so good.
Wait! Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. It's the
The
wa-
picture!
It's the wall. It's the water. It's the watercolor. Da-da. I've got that picture.
Okay, you already have it up.
Do I?
Or I was.
Go over
Could
to
you
the
say-
picture where there's a picture of Colin. And then go to PCs.
Right.
And then go to Ember. And then it should be in the original pictures somewhere.
Right there.
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay,
maybe that
so
was my date
awesome.
outfit instead just this time or something.
No, it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. Give me what's move? Can you read me the move? Move burn. the
Spend
move.
one burn to move to any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. Spend a second burn to move to any place you've previously been.
Cool.
So end of the
That's
boardwalk.
a really cute
Cool.
dress that she's wearing.
End of the boardwalk.
Cool. I love it.
Well, no, because it can be a place that I haven't been. I have to spend a second burn to go to.
It's somewhere in the scene. So she gets out like basically like a quarter mile out in the water and then drops, and Emilio's just like.
Ah, shit.
No,
I mean,
it takes
he's dropping with me.
It
But
takes
like,
him. It takes him a minute, a second. You know, I say a minute, but you know, it takes him a bit because he's not great being exposed to the heat either. So he's kind of hissing like, and you're like, okay, catch me. He's like, trying. So what he does is he opens like a hollow column in the water
Ooh.
that you guys kind of fall
You guys are
into.
supposed to be being subtle about
so
this.
the air, you're just falling through air beyond the water until he's like gets you down far enough to like get you below the surface.
This is really bad. Woo.
Beautiful song.
So this thing is trying to go after Ember in the direction that she went. What do you do? What are you trying to do?
Continuously hit her. Like, hi, I'm here.
That's what you're doing, but what are you trying to accomplish?
Keeping her,
Like the focus on me.
keeping the focus on like me,
Focus on me.
so that she isn't focusing on Ember. Like, hi, I'm here in your face. I'm here. Focus on me. Like, I'm trying to keep the attention away from Ember.
Defend.
Frickety, frickety, frick, frack. I'm insecure, so I have a -2 to defend someone.
And
But Jack can
Plus-
help, right? And so can Palestine.
My savior is at a 0. Oh, that's not
Because
one of those
NPCs
dice.
can help.
yeah, she can help if the numbers. So you're at -2
-2 to
net-
defend someone.
Net, you're -2.
Yeah, and I don't. And my savior is a 0, which is I'm assuming is that because that's that I'm rolling.
Yeah,
for
it's
this.
savior. It's savior straight up, and then -2.
That's a 6.
8. Well, yeah.
No, -2.
Functionally,
Wait.
But we can help.
but that puts you within range. I mean, that's only one tick off of 7.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right. Okay, so Palestine, do you want to help? And if so, what do you do to help? Because she's trying to keep this This thing's
Do you
trying
want
to
to help?
This thing's like turning like the direction that
I'm good.
this thing is turning in the direction that Ember's went. And she keeps like grabbing a hold of the straps and stuff like that. Is like yanking on it, grabbing hair, yanking. She's on this thing above
like
the
a
ground,
literal,
and it's
like-
just like, and it's like 20 feet tall. So she's like only half as tall as this thing is, even a third as tall as this thing is, and is basically clambering and clawing and crawling all over the top of this thing to keep
It's
it
a
in.
cat fight.
Sorry, I gotta remember it.
And it's not
Gotta make
clearly
it
this thing
remember
is very
here.
annoyed with what's going on. What do you? How can you help?
Turn into lion and do what she's doing.
Ooh.
But as a lion. Like my giant space lion.
Okay.
Just like pull on like the wing strap thing.
Where's the masks book that you had up earlier? Hey, did you figure out what your advanced is?
Yeah. Well, I had a question.
Yes.
So, it says choose 2 new abilities from any playbook as you come into your own. Is that 2 abilities from the same playbook
Let me see.
or different?
It says from any.
Because I found 2 from different ones that I would like, or 2 from the same. So either way.
2 new. Okay, this is different. These aren't moves.
Right.
They're abilities.
Yeah.
So the list down here of like you can fly, you can blah 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 blah. So what were you thinking?
So, well, from Delinquent, there's teleportation.
Oh shit, that'd be cool.
And then,
I guess if it were based on your alien technology, it would be okay. We'd have to figure that out. Because it would need to be based on your alien technology. I don't know that your just powers would have teleportation in them and stuff like that. So, yeah.
but then from the Doomed, there's
Ooh.
telekinesis. Which
That
That's
would
a
make
that's a legit
sense.
like extension of kind of like your mental powers.
And then also from the Doomed, there's memory manipulation,
which is
like
right in
brain.
yeah.
That's
So I was
those
so
thinking doing
frick
two together would be
man.
like wicked cool together. That would be
Yeah.
really really cool. Teleportation I think would be
Less
weird
cool.
because I don't know that your tech has
Right.
not shown any ability to be able to teleport, and neither of your powers, but memory manipulation plus telekinesis looks like all kinds of stuff you can feel guilty
I
about.
really
later,
like
which-
Syl in this one. I just don't like anybody else. So this is Palestine. She looks like
That's pretty.
crap.
That's okay. I mean,
'Cause I know
This
exactly
is
what I'm
Amber.
doing
She
with
looks really bad.
I think you need to soften up the hair, the color transitions in
I'm
the hair.
trying.
I know. I'm just saying the lines are a
That's
little
the
bit.
nice thing about whatever.
So that's really cool. I
It
love
does
that
the
ability. That's really cool.
I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Choose
single
2 new
this
abilities
out.
from any playbook as you come into your. That's really cool. I like that
I don't
idea.
like either one
Yeah.
of these. I think I just want to erase them. I don't like
Okay.
them.
All right, then do.
So-
All right, I need to look at real quick. I need to look at the beacon. The beacon.
Oh, that's annoying. I hate those.
The
I'm sorry.
beacon.
They're going away. They're dying. I hate them so much. They just don't look like you guys. I'm sorry, my friends.
I guess that's how you would spell telekinesis. Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're adding?
Yeah, telekinesis and memory manipulation.
Both of them?
Yeah, I get 2.
You OP child.
I mean, it doesn't. It's one of these really interesting things because this game, the way powers don't matter. They mechanically they don't matter, except for the fact that it gives you narrative positioning. So it gives you more options. So in some cases, Syl's powers are amazing because it's like figuring out what's going on in the situation. She's really, really good at it, and that's not like you don't have any powers that apply to that except for like extending your heat senses, kind of thing.
But that can only.
But
go
when
so
it comes
far.
to punching an extra, like an extra dimensional, ghostly, weird energy creature thing, Syl's narrative ability
Does not
is
help.
limited, right? And Palestine's like, yeah, this is a piece of cake, or so this extends her narrative ability to have more options.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason that when you look at the bull is, I'm really tough, I'm really strong, and I've been programmed to fight really well.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot of options. Flexibility speaking,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can have a flying bull, and that because it doesn't change their options really very much. If you can't punch it, they can't solve it, you know, with their powers.
Yeah.
They got to solve it some other way, and that's in a way, Sill's kind of the same way. But the outsider expanding your powers, especially after the way you lost it last time, that's a great idea. Okay, so how do you help her defend? Because she needs to get to a 7, and you can give her a +1 out of the team pool. How do you help?
I was thinking lion, but
Don't have second thoughts, just
Memory manipulation.
memory manipulation.
Yeah. She doesn't remember why she came here.
Oh!
See, that's funny. I say memory manipulation. You're like, yeah, I can use that. But Kaylee goes, oh, I know exactly. See, this is the problem. Because
I'm so good at this.
I drop no, it's not so much that. You know me. So I drop these things, and it's like, okay, this seems like a pretty subtle hint. And you guys are like, you kind of see what I'm saying. She's like followed it through to its logical conclusion of this is the devious shit my dad comes up with. And, oh, yeah. Let's just make her forget while she's here. And she's just randomly fighting these people that, you know, offer her nothing.
She's like,
As soon as you do that, get as far away as she can so that she go away.
That's not going to be the end of her.
Oh, no.
Well, no.
God, no. Okay, so that's what you do?
yeah.
So basically just rob her of, like, why she's here?
I can totally give you a team on this, by the way, because I know exactly what it would
Wait,
look like.
isn't
if I
this
helped.
giving her team on that?
Yeah, I'm helping you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's giving you, she's not rolling for this. She's giving you a
Oh,
+1
she's
for the
giving me a
defend to get
+1.
it to a 7 so you don't take a 6.
Thanks, bro.
Did you already take a team out?
They did. There should be just 2 in there now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, fine. Alright, so while she's struggling and stuff like that, she kind of falters for a second because she's actually kind of lost track of... She's lost the thread. Like, she's now just in this weird, strange, foreign city thing, and there's somebody, like, whatever...
Get off her, get off her, get off her!
She grabs you with every strap and yanks you away and throws you at the front of the building.
I thought we were
Vigil
going
in my
for
head.
no collateral damage.
Vigil in my head, dead.
No.
That's so good.
Wait, hold
Like,
on.
you hear Vigil in your head going, dead. And then Jack tackles
Yes.
you in midair
Yes.
and phases you guys through the walls. Which, to be
And
fair...
then you kiss.
Which, to be fair, takes a while because the momentum is such that it carries you like 3 or 4 blocks away. It is. I want to make this crystal clear. This is not a pleasant experience. It's nice to not die from being smashed into a brick wall,
This
but
is the weirdest thing I've ever done.
no. But his phasing thing takes you into a metaphysical space that is profoundly unpleasant to habitate. Okay?
Yeah.
Even holding Jack's hand is not a good space. Okay? It is bad
Your
times.
powers suck!
As you guys are rolling to a stop kind of in the street and you're kind of laying there, his hand's still holding yours and you're kind of laying there in the street, he's like, and you're like,
Powers suck!
yep. Yeah, they really, really, really do. A whole bunch. And then he kind of coughs and a little bit of blood, like, he kind of coughs a little blood off the side. Like,
Wait, is he the doomed? Wait, is he doomed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Doomed
Just making
Beacon Legacy.
Wait.
Oh,
I
wait.
love Beacon.
Dude.
Beacon was like one of my other
Beacon's
Legacy.
Legacy.
I didn't know that. Ooh. Well, it would make sense that Ember doesn't know
Now,
that.
Collins,
Like, oh my god, this is so cool!
Collins,
Whiz kid.
no powers and not nearly enough training. That's literally his move, like one of his first moves. It's actually a move in the Beacon playbook. No powers and not nearly enough training. but he's really good with timing, rhythm, and throwing stuff in his hands.
Be on the football team.
Oh no, I don't like getting hit.
No, he would like be tackled
If
so
the
fast.
school had a darts team, I would be all over them.
We should make a dart
In the
club.
meantime, I'm just in the software programming thing. All right, you guys roll to a stop on the street.
And then
You do the thing, and the thing is like looking around like, and Colin's like, we're gonna go now. Run, we're running, and he's taking you down an alley. You're rolling to a stop in the street.
You're underwater.
Jack's throwing up a thing, and you guys are deep underwater, down as far as you can go. Don't take this the wrong way, but why are you being chased by a goddess of death? And we're gonna stop right there.
No, please.
But I want to do kissing on the Ferris wheel.
Well,
I don't know that you want to come back to the same spot with the thing.
the thing just left.
Why?
Leaving as soon as you guys leave. Always leave them wanting more.
Why?
Okay, I really like this. And I could
Oh,
not
you
like
think.
this more. Wow.
Because I'm
This
not
is
going to
gonna
keep you
be
up
my
till 1
new
o'clock in the
profile pic
morning.
on Instagram.
But if I just give him my explanation, it'll take like 5 minutes.
I woke it up on my last mission.
No. All right. Ember.
Mm-hmm.
Closer to the team, further
Closer to
away.
the team.
Who do you get closer to the team with? Who gets
Oh
influence?
shoot! Okay,
Hey, put
you
your
have
thing
to
down
come
for a
back.
second.
You have to come back to me for
All
that.
right, put your thing down.
I'm
Push it in.
finishing the background on this amazing picture that I put in so much effort into.
You literally started like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's amazing.
Hey, Sil.
Yeah.
Closer to the team, further away from the team, more into your image of yourself.
Closer to the team.
Who?
That's a hard one.
Fallacy. Closer to the team, further away from the team, more into your image of yourself.
Closer to the team.
Who?
That's a hard one.
Oh no!
We're all struggling.
I'm just gonna.
Do you
say
guys
Ember.
each all have, just wait for a second, do you guys each all have influence over each other right now?
I
think
influence
there's
over
a-
both of them, yeah.
I have influence.
Everybody
over
has influence over everybody. So from that point of view, it doesn't especially matter, but
I'm just gonna say Ember.
okay.
Okay.
Amber.
Palsy.
Is it a round robin kind of situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say Quinn because like.
Okay.
Yeah, because I freaking deserve it. I
You know, don't break your arm, pat yourself on the back too hard. My God.
Every single day.
Everybody suffers. All right. So, going around from the beginning here. So you gave influence to somebody. You can clear a condition or take influence. Or sorry.
means
You
shift
can
their life.
sorry, I said that wrong. You can clear a condition or take potential.
Oh, what?
Ella Murphy wants to follow me on Instagram.
Who's Ella Murphy?
Somebody we don't like.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Should
Like
I
not
leave?
even the most like sweet innocent
like-
girl in the world.
To like, I'm almost at 100, bruh.
No.
Don't
do it for
Don't.
that.
That's a toxic relationship.
Don't go into toxic relationships just to get something out of it. There's your something to grow on moment for the more you know. Rainbow.
I don't really know. I gotta erase all this because that.
Okay, so you take. Did you just get
No,
the last?
no. I had already taken potential, but I put it on this sheet, not
Okay,
this.
okay.
That was when I unlocked my moment of truth. I don't know.
So you don't get the stat lock in until you actually use your moment of truth. Just so you know.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if you used your moment of truth though. That would
That's what I was thinking. I was like, but it doesn't like.
be pretty cool. But yeah, it would have been a hell of a thing. All right, so
I mean, I guess I'll clear a condition.
it would have been funny though. Lock moment, moment of truth. Lock danger at 3.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll clear afraid and then
Okay.
so.
Yeah, you don't. You either clear a condition or you take potential. Sil can shift your labels.
Give me your sheet of paper, please.
Hold on, I have to make this the same. Okay.
Jeez, that freaking danger though. We're gonna move your savior up and your freak down.
No, savior.
What
has she been doing all this whole day thing?
Really bad.
Personal stuff. You got to move her mundane up.
Excuse me?
You got to move her mundane up.
Mundane up, superior down.
That makes sense. I got
Act with your heart, no planning. Yeah, that's pretty much you. Your superior. Honestly, your superior should be like a -2. I don't plan. I am a burning fire. I am a comet. Tiger, tiger, burning bright.
I'd be anger.
All right, who did you give?
I did Ember.
All right, so do you want to clear condition or take potential?
No conditions.
So take potential.
Oh, which I never.
And Ember gets to shift your label.
Don't touch my mundane.
Don't touch my mundane. Don't touch it.
Don't you dare.
I like how you're like, shopping list. The way you pick up the paper is just cracks me up. Silhouette. Do you want to clear a condition or take a potential?
I'll clear a condition, please. I'm gonna take away angry.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring your savior up. And I'm gonna bring your freak down only because, like, I didn't. Actually, no, because of the memory thing.
Danger.
Hold on. Yeah, I guess
Did danger. Go down?
Well, but that was pretty, like.
She didn't attack.
Didn't she?
She attacked through you. You were the one doing the roll.
Okay, yeah. Savior up, danger down.
Danger's at a -2. Yay.
I'm still not letting this.
Danger's at a -2. Yay.
I mean, she's not about the danger stuff. So
Note to self. Time to get Palestine
Your
in a
turn.
fight.
All by herself.
All by herself.
Oh, that.
Delete.
Good idea.
Delete.
Okay. For you.
Delete. And
Do either one of you have
so
an Instagram?
you cleared a condition.
Oh, I
Yeah.
told you today I don't like
You cleared a condition, and who gets to move your labels?
me.
Oh, you're looking.
Well, I think I want to do mundane down.
Oh my God!
Just
Seriously?
Because I think she's better at all the other stuff.
Well, but
rather than
she
the
did open up to Jack.
That's true. Maybe I'll do freak down and savior up. So now you have nothing at 0.
So freak down.
Savior up.
Savior up.
Because you did the whole thing with
Jeez, you
Ember,
suck.
where you like jumped in
Well,
front of her.
label
to save
shifting
her.
is tough, man. You guys need to do one of those advances that raises your stats. You want more numbers. It's a tough row to hoe early on. That's why, I mean, the Janus is pretty cool, because if you can like get your mask, if you can get your mundane up high, then you can swap and go, oh, my mundane's a 3. Oh, I need to fight. My freak is a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or my danger's a 3. My mundane is a crop, and they're not really great at, comforting and
I
supporting
need
until
more
they...
potential because I want to then get 5 of the advancements and then lock my label.
I'm already at 3
No,
advancements.
remember, you can lock, using your
right,
moment of
when
truth
you
also
do moment
locks
of
the
truth.
stat. So using your moment of truth also unlocks the stat. So you've got that sitting in your back pocket now.
But I know what stat I want to lock whenever I use my moment of truth. because I just feel like it's more fitting. I wanna lock Freak.
Although
Because
Danger at 3 is pretty tasty too, but
because no, lock it high.
So she's always a freak.
Because the description is like your mind's eye opens and stuff, and I feel like
Could you throw that away for me?
I'm a freak.
and like you can control it with ease and stuff. So it's like
Showdown against Oversight. Scolded by adults and stood up for yourselves.
This is definitely the first episode where I felt confident with how Still was played.
Successful.
my brother and his girlfriend are still in the scary voice.
Oh, isn't where? No, he didn't put him in there. He shifted him. He can port people short distances.
Your powers.
He threw him a couple blocks.
Suck.
He's not going to be happy about that, but he threw him like a couple blocks off.
That was really cool.
What do you
That
think?
was the first episode I was definitely happy with how I played Still. That was nice.
Yeah, I like how you played her.
That was nice.
It was like, especially when you were standing up to patrol.
Yeah, that was fun.
I feel like the only places where you're still iffy is kind of like when any of your friends are doing something you don't approve of, you get super judgy.
Yeah. That's just a personal thing, though.
And rather than being like, it ain't a thing, it totally is a thing. Yeah. But other than that,
Yeah.
you guys get good stuff out of this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hope it's not super annoying that I do that.
It's not.
Because everybody has their little flaws, except for Jamie. Jamie's perfect.
No, she's gonna have drama.
I know. It's weird.
Isn't that a good idea, guys? Didn't she have a great idea?
Yeah,
the whole
was,
love triangle
it's
thing?
just, it's gonna take my brain a while to click with it, because the first image you showed, he was like an adult. And now we're saying like
he wasn't like an adult. He was an alien. He's weird looking, you know?
Well, I explained during our break to them that basically his family has been like guards at my palace for many generations.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now he's technically not a full-on guard. He's kind of a guard in training.
Well, and also that
So
appearance.
He's still younger.
Well, he's younger, and also that appearance, that physical appearance, is partly because of that other ability thing that he's manifested. The other thing that's also kind of disturbing about him, which we didn't get into, is he shouldn't have the abilities that he has. Like the stuff that you were seeing him show down in the crater and stuff like that. Yeah, those are
vanquished.
Something is up with that, and that's a whole nother thing to go down, another rabbit hole to go down.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
What if that's why he doesn't remember anything? Because it's actually vanquished, and he's at the right moment he's gonna like stab you in the back, and then
no.
That'd be nice.
That'd be kind of underwhelming.
That'd be nice. You want me to
sorry, I
die?
was talking about me.
Oh.
All right, and with that, was that session 6? Session 6 in the can.
Oh God, what are we naming the session?
Oh, what are we naming the session?
Wait, I said something funny
Wait,
earlier, but I forgot.
What was the land called? I forget.
The land?
The colorful.
Oh, Cuckoo Land? Cloud
Yeah.
Cuckoo Land?
Yeah.
Date night in Cloud Cuckoo Land?
Yeah. Date night in Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ready?
There we have it.
Ending it on a roll. Nice, even though that roll sucked.
I mean, I'd rather get that roll when I'm not trying to